Hey, what's going on, everyone? And welcome back to another great epic episode of Just My Opinion Reviews. Guys, we are talking that good old Reacher season 3, episode 6, titled Smoke on the Water. Want to let you know that this is going to be a spoiler-filled recap. Me and my guest are going to spoil this episode up, down, left. I can't even talk. Up, down, left, right, in, and out, as if you've already seen it. That is your warning. And speaking about my guest, it's Mr. Lamont with Get a Life Games. Sir, how you doing today? How you doing?
I'm good, everybody. East Side.
There you go again. Appreciate you being here, man. If you love our energy, our social media handles are on the screen. Lamont's information is in the description. Please subscribe to his channel. Please subscribe to my channel, Lamont. Let's go ahead and get into this one right here. It was another great episode, man. I really did enjoy it. I really am enjoying all these episodes. Real talk. And we're almost right there to the end, man. One question that we're going to have to ask ourselves coming up pretty soon is, how does this season hold up amongst the first two, season 1 and season 2? I know when we started these recaps of season 3, I said, hey, man, I'm having my fun, but it's just not hitting as hard as season 1. I think you said the same thing for season 2. One thing for me was because of the villains. Season 1, they were chopping off people's testicles, shoving them down their throat, crucifying them up against a wall. That is crazy business. No one has done anything like that in season 3 thus far. But at the end of this episode, man, Quinn or McCabe, and yes, they are the same person, gotta rub it in a little bit. He didn't crucify nobody in the wild, man, but I was afraid, not knowing what was going to happen with that Russian roulette. I just say all that to say, I don't know, I'll ask you if the villains are as good as season 1, but McQuinn really did come through in this episode to show how evil he was, and I got to give it to Reacher for showing some patience at the beginning of the episode for not blowing his head off, you know, when he ran into him at the factory. But overall, I enjoyed this episode 6, man. How'd you feel about it?
I enjoyed it, man. Stepping the game up. Reacher showing that he's brawn plus brains. Quinn and McCabe are the same person, so I got to give that up. I got to give it up. Mm-hmm. But Duffy and Reacher are still going to clap cheeks and get them panty draws going. So we getting closer to that, ladies and gentlemen. When they said smoke on the lake, that's what I thought they was talking about. But that's not what happened. That's not what happened. We had some other things happen. And overall, this was one of my favorite episodes of the season so far.
Really? Okay. Mm-hmm. I'm surprised by that right there. And y'all let us know your favorite episode in the comment section below or the chat. But you said, you know, they're going to be hugging and kissing in the kitchen and the smooching. Reacher, she could not keep her hands off of him. That is crazy. Like, I mean, gosh, it just completely came over her in the middle of the alley. She had the nerve to get mad at him like he did something, man. That's pretty wild right there. But you're pretty convinced they're going to smash before the season's over with?
Oh yeah, man, they smashing. And I've always told my men, crazy vagina is usually some of the best vagina. And the way she went off on him in that alleyway, she kissed him. Yeah. She sexually harassed him and then had the nerve to get mad. That is crazy. That's a bag of bats type crazy.
That is.
And I bet you it's going to be some good, you know what, when the time happened, ladies and gentlemen, because when you're that crazy, you're usually good at that. But as B. Avery mentioned, that back alley led to the discovering of a secret, B. Avery.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Yes, the kidnapping was fake. What you think about that? How it played out?
I don't know why Reacher thought Villanueva wouldn't show up. I mean, he's basically dark-haired Duffy's shadow. He goes everywhere she goes. He's the moon to her sun. And I always felt like, at first I thought the sun was in cahoots with everything. Mm-hmm. Ladies and gentlemen, I can officially tell you right now, that sun is not in cahoots with anything. He is a pipsqueak of the best nature. Yeah. And when he came out and caught them, I instantly knew that he wasn't going to squeal. I knew he wasn't going to squeal because he's built a bond, almost like a brother uncle bond with Reacher, and so I just knew he wasn't going to spill the beans, and Reacher's going to be his only way to get out this thing alive.
Yeah, you talking about that bond that they recreated with Reacher. Beck is not happy with that, man. He is really upset. Just talking about, hey, you wasn't in the living room, were you? What do you mean? You wasn't in the living room when he was born, okay? You're trying to be a father. And I'm just like, bro, what are you doing? Why are you tripping? I mean, he is doing what you hired him to do, looking after you, looking after your son. Why do you have a stick up your butt? Go to the hospital and get it removed. I don't know, man. Am I tripping or is Beck tripping?
It's a combination of both. Beck is tripping because he's lost precious years with his son, lying, hiding that he's gun running. And because he's lost those years and the mother is out the picture, it doesn't take much for him to feel like anyone is getting close to the kid. Anyone that shows that kid time, Beck would probably be jealous that they're getting closer to the son. All Beck got to do is just come clean, and he can fill that void where the son feels like he doesn't have a father figure in his place. So on one hand, you're not per se tripping, but on the other hand, I understand why Beck feels that way, but that's not no scapegoat for him to feel that way, because Reacher hasn't done anything outside the bounds of basically being like an uncle. He hasn't done anything outside the bounds for him to kind of deserve that scrutiny. And then for Beck to tell him, you know, anybody that has that job, they usually catch a bullet.
Yeah. Why would he say that? That's crazy.
When you gonna catch your bullet while he's over there eating his damn chicken pot pie? Bruh. Yeah. How many times I done saved your ass and your son ass, and you just seen that Quinn likes me more than you, and you gonna talk about me catching the bullet?
Yeah.
Man, you better sit down somewhere. You better eat your damn chicken pot pie. Let me do my job that I'm getting paid to do.
Yeah, that was a ridiculous level of arrogance right there that they displayed, and he needs to watch it. That was completely unnecessary, in my opinion. And Richard is concerned, man. He's like, hey, you know, it was funny when Richard was confronting Reacher in the car. Just like, oh, so the whole kidnapping was fake, and he pulled over and got him out the car and shook him up. It was funny how they was playing lock and unlock the door or whatever. But when he slammed him up against the door, he was like, hey, man, look, this is the truth right here. And he asked him, okay, where does this leave my dad? Do you think that is the dad completely innocent as well? Or is he in cahoots, especially when it comes to Teresa? Because he doesn't know at this time. What do you think?
I don't think the dad has anything to do with Teresa. Not at all.
Okay.
I think that is all Quinn. I think that dad, we know the story of how dad got absorbed by Quinn. Quinn is just a bigger gun runner. Quinn is on the international level, whereas dad was just continental. And he got absorbed by Quinn. And dad doesn't seem like his heart is not in higher crime international. He's not there. And so, no, I don't think he would also add human trafficking to his resume. And I kind of believe the son. I don't think dad has anything to do with Teresa. Not at all.
I agree. I would be very upset if he did. We know what happens towards the end of the episode with Quinn McCabe, as far as, you know, Reacher's identity and his cover being blown. However, prior to that, at the very beginning of the episode where they were at the warehouse and there was a confrontation, Reacher was showing some type of restraint. Do you honestly feel that at that time McCabe really didn't remember, or that he was playing dumb, he was playing possum, and was just trying to wait on a better opportunity to take out Reacher?
Nah, man. I felt like he was playing. I felt like he did not know.
Okay.
He wouldn't play possum. He would not play possum in a situation like that. What would it cost him to take out Reacher and keep Beck? The only one he needed was Beck, because the buyers were familiar with Beck. It would have cost him nothing to take out Reacher and find a new police person. I mean, a new bodyguard, or whatever, head of enforcement or whatever. So no, I don't think he knew it. I guess when you get shot to the head and you fall in the water like the feds, and then you get saved out the water like Wakanda forever, I guess you lose your memory. You got to lose something. So maybe the part of his brain got shot out that has memory. But in any event, Reacher was able to hang in there. He was still a CI at that point, and he was still getting information. And they left that meeting with Quinn actually respecting Reacher more than Beck, because Reacher got rid of that laptop from Baby Doll Head or whatever the dude name, Angel Doll. That's what his name was.
Yeah. Okay. I got you. It wouldn't have been a big deal for him to take, Reacher out and just hire somebody else. So that's cool right there. What also is cool is this whole time we've been seeing Quinn McCabe, bitch be Billy Badass, just a scary man walking around, Russian roulette, chop off your ears. But he was put in his place a little bit with those buyers, with those Russian people, man. I mean, he was like, hey, probably get behind me and just look scary. Nobody pull out their guns unless you see me doing it first. And they was hanging on the horn. Dude didn't even want to get out the car. So the levels of power just gets higher and higher, man. I like them. Hopefully they're going to pop up in the final episode for some type of final showdown. I don't know, maybe come through with some Apache helicopter boomerang bazookas or something. I don't know. I'm just throwing some stuff out there. What you think about them, man, and their introduction to this part of the story?
I always tell people, no matter how good you are at something, there's somebody better. And just like in Bad Guys, no matter how high you think you're up, there's always somebody higher. And I enjoyed every minute of them Russians making that punk-ass sadomasochist Quinn squirm. I loved every minute of it, every minute.
Yes.
And he's squirming because he's basically a bully. He's a bully that likes to see people in pain. And when bullies meet their match or someone of higher status than them, they cower and they act the way he acted. And right now he owes them a lot of money for getting his establishment set up on the East Coast. Money that he's got to get done because all he gave them was an interest payment. He ain't paid on the principal yet. And so if he don't come up with that principal payment, B. Avery, they probably take that principal out on that ass.
Yeah, on that ass. And I believe it will happen in a not so fun way. So he definitely needs to get that payment updated, man. Or like you said, that's right. His ass. That's his ass right there. It was also Mr. Abernathy's ass, unfortunately. Do you know who that is? Why you gotta shoot that old man like that, man? Yeah, all he wanted to do was go play bingo every Wednesday and Sunday, you know what I'm saying? And go to the church, have his little tea and crumpets, and you gonna blow his head off. Oh my gosh. They need to get there.
Them little second-rate criminals. Did you have to shoot the landlord? This man probably worked his whole life to buy that apartment complex he was in VA. Y'all force him to go into Powell's house, and then you got to shoot him. Y'all could have let that man go. That man, usually when old heads are that age, they ain't trying to do nothing but stay clear of trouble. That's all they trying to do. But I guess when you're dealing with forces like Quinn and the Russian mob, you don't leave nothing to chance. And what they're there to do with Powell is that they had someone getting information on the inside. So you're really going to have to take care of your business, but they didn't have to do that to him. And I didn't like it. So I definitely want to see those two goons get what's coming to them. Sweet chin music.
Definitely, man. They could have knocked him out, tied him up, pepper spray or something. You made a real good point, man. These old people don't want no smoke. They retired. They just trying to chill, man, and watch their TV program and their fruit or whatever the hell, and you just took that away. So I was really bothered about that, man. Like real talk.
Man, me too.
Yeah.
Like, all old folks want to do is sip their Kool-Aid, go to Florida twice a year. That's all they want to do. Yeah. Watch their soap operas, and then listen to us when we put out these fire ass reviews.
Exactly.
That's all they want to do.
And subscribe. But hopefully, our best friend Miss Neagley will come through and save the day. Man, I'm so happy about her new show that it was announced. I cannot wait. And this episode, gets me more excited about it. First of all, Neagley is pretty. Okay, she is pretty.
Oh yes,
she's tough.
Well, remember she's a former pageant winner of Denmark, my brother. She is on that level.
Yeah. The body was bodying. The combat was combating. I like the quick thinking. I like her using her environment, her surroundings to her advantage with the printer, with the coffee, with everything, man, with everything. I liked it, man. I didn't know she had it in her. She just gonna let the dude bleed out on the ground while she eating cereal, gonna tell him to move out the way. Break it down, Lamont. I ate it all up, but I was highly entertained. Those guys got what they deserve, man. What did you think about that shootout?
Man, you already know the actress that plays Neagley has moved up into my top 20 list of actresses and actors. Yes. By the way, audience, me and B. Avery have been able to secure an interview with Mariah, who played Dominique in the past episodes, and maybe we'll get some insight into what's going on in future things with Neagley. And speaking of Neagley, B. Avery hit it right on the head. Everything was working with her in this episode. Matter of fact, my new nickname for her is No Touch Neagley. And you know what that stands for, B. Avery?
What's that?
I don't got to touch you to torture you.
Yes, this is true. I like it.
I don't got to touch you to torture you. I'm going to sit here while you're dying, eat my damn cereal, and get information out of you. And then I'm going to call the ambulance and let you die before they get here. And the thing about this character, I love her swag with that ponytail. I love her voice. And as B. Avery said, when she was sitting in that chair, the dimensions was popping. Okay, I'm talking 3 triple D was popping. And hey, if she want to go No Touch Neagley with me, just call the ambulance so that I can be saved. That's all I can say.
Yeah,
but
man.
Love every minute of it.
Yeah. I loved every minute of it as well. And I would like to play that game too, Miss Maria Stein or Steen. But no, great job though. Great job. Because I was getting frustrated at first in the season. I'm like, Reacher, why are you giving this woman the cold shoulder? She is trying to help you out, man. Bring her in. But of course, we found out, that he doesn't want the same thing to happen to her as Don Peace Dominique. So
right.
I can definitely understand that, man. So, but she's coming through, man. We think we're going to see her again before the season is up?
I think we kind of have to at this point because these men came for her life. She's involved now. And then you've seen in this episode how she went and got the guy that sent those guys to her, and she threatened him and got information out of him. Mm-hmm. So there's just no way you don't have his right of command, Reacher's right of command, which is Neagley, being involved in this. And so, yeah, I'm looking forward to whatever involvement she's going to have. I'm sure she'll definitely have to be in the finale, and I can't wait to see. Love her swag.
Yeah, man. What's going to happen to Reacher, though, bro? His cover is blown. He got a plow truck. He driving out of there. They're shooting him up. They hit him with that giant, 50 caliber machine assault rifle that was in that. Golly, I'm surprised the car didn't blow up. That's a big ass gun, man. That is a big gun, bro. What you think about Reacher's cover being blown?
It's just another barrier for our protagonist. He's gonna figure it out. Now I got to be honest with you, B. Avery. Him in the snowplow, getting through everybody's bullets, and then you seen one that went right over his shoulder. I'm not buying that now. No. I mean, you had to suspend your imagination a little bit. These are these are international bad guys. They don't shoot that bad. And then that 50 cal would have definitely got him if he got through. And speaking of folks that survived, Neagley would have been shot too, because the trained bad guy was hitting her window and missing her. Come on now. But
I forgot his cover being blown. I forgot to mention that.
Yeah. His cover being blown is not going to do much but just make the story go longer, make him getting to his quest of taking out Quinn, all while trying to save Teresa it's just going to make him have to do it longer. Instead of getting it from the inside, now he's going to have to work from the outside. And he's teaming up with dark-haired Duffy, who is one of the toughest women that's ever been on this show. And you got my man Villanueva, who's ready to retire. So, I mean, he's going to get it done. It's just going to be a little tougher.
Yeah, he got his wife calling him, and you know, and Villanueva talking out loud like, "Yes, honey, yes, baby, I will be home whenever I can." I'm not mad at him for that, you know, because he's like, "Look, guys, I'm trying to retire," like you said, man. And so I really want him to make it, man. You think he gonna make it at this point? You think he gonna get out of there alive, or you think he out of there?
Yeah. Remember, I made the prediction it would either, of the three, Duffy, the rookie, and him. I already said we know Duffy's not dying, and it was between him and the rookie. And I said it would be cliche if they killed the rookie, so I thought it would be him. But now that the rookie's dead, there's no way they kill him Villanueva. Just absolutely no way.
Yeah, that would be too much, man. I wouldn't like that. I really want him to get home to his wife and
me too.
All that good stuff. That would be, you know, like a little happy ending for me. And I also want to know, it just goes to show what type of character Reacher is in this presence. Because he's so huge, he's so big, that he can walk into a random laundromat, offer up some cash, and have the people close the store. Now, it could be because, like I was saying, he just nice guy, gentle giant, or those Asian people were afraid and didn't want no smoke, or they just needed the money, or a combination of it all. I don't know. I like the scene though, man. It was nice. Just him kind of just waiting for his clothes to be washed as they tend to his wounds, and seeing Polly come out there and, like, you know, not know that he's in a laundromat. But what I don't know. I like the scene. I'm gonna choose the former of why they let him stay. It's just because he just seemed like a nice guy. You know, am I reaching with my assessment there, or can you agree somewhat?
Well, one thing is true. They might have had a language barrier, and they might have felt intimidated. On top of he's being nice to them, so they probably felt like we just not going to rock the boat. But at the end of the day, be every money talk, bulljive walk. We don't know. He offered them a knot that was pretty thick, and it was 100 on the outside. So there's no telling how much was in there. And once you do that, hey, people will do some things for you. Now, I wonder, did they understand what he meant when he said he was drinking coffee from a cat's ass? I wonder, did the language barrier kick out then? But B. Avery, before we even get to the laundromat, talk about that wood scene when Reacher had to make his great getaway. He gets in the woods, then my man becomes the triple neck assassin. Took everybody out by the neck in some degree. One with the ATV, one with the knife, and the other one, man, he snapped the neck. Triple neck assassin is what Reacher was in that woods.
Shot the other guy. I like him, man. I'm really glad that he was not able to kill everybody with the gun and right off the bat. That would have been too easy for me. But when he first got on the ground and was trying to do the camouflage with the mud and the dirt, I kind of rolled my eyes at first, like, okay, you don't have time for that, you know. But at the same time, it was necessary. You know, I realized it was necessary because you can't make no mistakes. You can't slip up. You know, you step on a rock or a leaf or a stick and make a noise. Somebody come around and shoot you, pop you. So you gotta be really calculating with every move to make sure that you come out on top, even if it is just some random bad guy henchman cannon fodder. But no, I liked it, man. Even the ATV wire around the guy's head. I actually got a laugh too when Polly pulled up and he saw the dead bodies piled up, how he kind of scoffed right there. I laughed, you know, at that point right there, because he's a doofus. But yeah, man, it was dope. It was dope. It was dope. I like the ninja skills of Mr. Reacher there.
Exactly.
You know?
Yeah. He blended in with nature. After he put the black face on, he was blending in with the darkness of the night. It was popping out. Like I said, he was the triple neck assassin, literally.
Yes, sir. What I wish would have happened, or let me ask you what you would. I wish that Richard took the gun and shot Polly. Now he had a 20% chance of getting that bullet out. I think I would have took that chance. You know, you try to empty the gun as quick as you can, hitting Polly because he has the gun pointed to your father. And then hopefully you and your father can do some hoorah charge and jump back and beat his ass and get out of there on top. You think that plan is possible? Let me know, Lamont. Also, I was, like I said at the beginning of this recap, bro, this was an intense scene right here. You know, I mean, imagine the state of mind that Beck was in, having to look at your son and repeatedly pull the trigger. He did it 3 times, bro. I mean, that could have been, like Polly said, a new paint job. That's a scary, nightmare situation to be in, bro. Pray that me and you are never in that situation. But what are your thoughts, man? What are your thoughts?
The first thing I thought about, I was like, so this is where Beck gets this hazing initiation to his crew. Because if you recall, he made Reacher do the same thing way back in the beginning of the show. Yeah. So this is how you get initiated into Quinn and Beck's orbit. You got to play Russian roulette and hope that you don't die. Prove your toughness. Yeah. Except for this time, it was Quinn doing it for shits and giggles. And I did not like that. And the son literally is terrified of this guy. And the son was just not in a place where he was going to pull the trigger on Paulie. He's just not. Yeah. First of all, you don't know if it's going to hit Paulie. The son didn't look comfortable with the gun in the first place. And let's just say you do hit Paulie. Let's say that the bullet hits Paulie. Quinn looked like he got his trigger finger right there on that knife. He knows there's only one bullet. Dad or son is going to go down. So I think son just felt like he was powerless in that moment and would have never, ever tried to do anything to Paulie and Quinn. I think that if that thing would have had maybe half the bullets, maybe 3 bullets and 3 chambers open, maybe it would have crossed his mind. But ultimately, I would say, Richard, that's just not his speed, bro. He's just not going to do that.
Yeah, I agree. Y'all let us know what y'all would have done, man. What y'all have took the chance to take out Polly and save your dad, or play Russian roulette and hopefully you don't blow your own head off, man. It's a hard choice right there. Sticky situation to be in, but hey, you know, if you're ever in a situation where you're a multi-millionaire, billionaire, somebody tries to take over your business, you just got to kill them in the beginning and then hope for the best. Hope for the best. But Lamont, man, they almost found Teresa. On this little boat thing. And dark-haired Duffy was coming with them hands, bro. You're not getting anywhere. You're not escaping talk. You know, I like that scene. That guy, that henchman, he has had it coming this whole entire season. As short, as small as he is, and then all the crap that he been talking. You know what I'm saying? But I'm glad with the way that he went out. He was smart too, because when he first pulled up, he realized that people were there because he can see the water that was on the ground. But like I said, man, dark-haired Duffy, she let him have it, man. She gave him a 10-piece and left his ass up there, bro. I don't know. Would you have done anything different? How'd you feel about it?
I was kind of laughing at because I was ready for him. I was ready for Soul Brother Redneck to kick the bucket. I've been ready. Get rid of him. I enjoyed when he was getting that ass beat and Reacher was like, don't mess with me. I'm scared of her too. And she was laying haymakers on him like Mike Tyson in his heyday. Just bam, bam, bam. Now, in all honesty, B. Avery, he should have got away. When he climbed his butt up them stairs, his first steps should have been to dive into that water.
Yeah.
I don't know what he was thinking about. Maybe he thought he could beat her because he's a woman. But like I said, dude, your name is Soul Brother Redneck. You're not beating Dark-Haired Duffy. And when she got up there, she went MMA on him again.
Yeah.
And then he was talking junk to her, calling her a bee and all this kind of stuff. Crazy. And Reacher came up there and stuck the dagger right in his foot all the way through the boat. And that's when we seen him, Soul Brother Redneck, turn into a little how how can I say this? A little scaredy cat. That's the best way to put it. He started singing like a mockingbird, and Captain Ahab had to go down with his ship. They let him get burnt up when they took his little boat out there, and I thought it was something. But then I got to say something else, B. Avery. I got to say something else.
What's up?
Once they got back to shore, dark-haired Duffy, again, with the harassment, this man is just trying to put on his clothes, mind his business. She over there sneaking peeks. Now, you ladies, you know how y'all get on us men when y'all be coming to the gym damn near naked, and we be sneaking peeks. She sneaking peeks, and Reacher had to call her out.
Yes.
Call her out.
Yeah.
Okay? Not to mention she stole that kiss earlier this episode, too. So, hey, dark-haired Duffy, if the man don't want you right now, he don't want you.
Yeah, he don't want
but
you.
I know he will get you. He's going to get you. There's no way he's not going to get you. But right now he's focused. And that's what you should be doing. Focusing on Teresa and not on that man's body. He does not work out his body to show the women. He works it out for himself.
Yes. So that he can save Teresa and take down people like Quinn and McCabe. Be patient. But dark-haired Duffy, it's gonna happen. Okay, it's gonna go down.
It's gonna happen.
Just wait. Just let's put Quinn and Polly and McCabe away and find Teresa.
Yeah,
and you can get all these goodies over here, man. So just be a little bit patient. But yeah, man. Going back to your boy, that was funny. He talking shit as he's burning up and explodes. Quite funny. That's a sucky way to go out, man. But it was entertaining. Lamont, what else, man? What did I leave out? You know, what do you want to get off your chest, if anything at all? You know, your final thoughts, all that good stuff.
I mean, I think we pretty much covered everything. The only thing we didn't cover is who are they going to see in LA? Yes. I have an idea. But I'm not sure. But I think I have an idea. Maybe. Who do you think they're going to see?
I have no clue.
No clue?
No clue. I can't. I mean, I just can't think right now off the top of my head. But who you think?
Do you remember way back in episode 1, Duffy was showing pictures to Reacher of a guy that she took pictures of that was making deals with Beck, and she couldn't admit the evidence because it wasn't on, like, it was on public soil or private soil, something to that effect. I think they're going after that guy, because that's the only person that I can think of who's left that's tied to Beck other than Richard. And I don't see Richard helping Reacher at this point be a confidential informant inside the house, because everybody would know Richard is trying to help Reacher. That's about the only scapegoat I can see left.
I don't remember. I remember, so they pulled up in the parking lot and had the truck searched, but I don't remember. You said in episode 1?
It was when maybe it was episode 2, but whatever episode Duffy first met Reacher, they were sitting in a hotel and she whipped out these pictures and she was showing pictures of people she had taken pictures of, and she couldn't use it in court. They threw it out because it was taken on like private property or something to that effect. Yeah. And one of those pictures had Beck meeting up with some clown she had been chasing. I think it's going to be that clown.
Okay, I got to go back and watch. I don't remember, so my bad on that. But y'all let us know what y'all think, man, of the episode, our commentary, predictions for the end, and who they're going to go see in L.A. But ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, that is going to wrap it up for me and Lamont's Reacher Season 3, Episode 6, titled, Smoke on the Water. If you liked us, which I hope you did, subscribe to Lamont's channel. Subscribe to my channel. We both will really appreciate it. And we will be here same time, same place next time for episode 7. Hey, Elle, how you doing, sweetie pie? I know it's past your bedtime.
Come say hello. Come say hello. Everybody say hi and get out of here quick. We trying to get off, Elle. So say hello. Everybody, this is my lovely daughter who's supposed to be in bed. Pie. She can't go to bed because she thinks she's missing out on something.
Oh, well,
she wants y'all to see her long hair.
Hey,
so
Elle,
sweet.
You gonna wave?
Not good. You gonna wave to B. Avery?
All right, sweetie pie.
Okay, now go to bed.
Have a good night.
Go to bed. Good night. Ask mommy. Go to bed.
All right. Well, guys, before you head out, don't forget that I'm B. Avery. That's Lamont. And that's just our opinion. Peace out. And we'll see you next time. Subscribe. Subscribe. Subscribe, 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 subscribe. Yeah.